time right now is 6:16. It's time to bring in Chief Meteorologist James Spann. And James, some locations yesterday just saw inches and inches of rain.
Pretty remarkable rain totals across the state yesterday, Taylor, especially yesterday morning. These are amounts coming from our sky watchers, and the biggest number on the board is from Donovan Valley Road. That's between Shoal Creek and the town of Donovan. Jerome Walls there had 7.37 inches of rain. You can see across the Birmingham Metro over 5 inches of rain from Mountain Brook, Oxmoor Valley. In Shelby County, Alabaster 3.58, Carbon Hill in Walker County with over 4 inches. But today will be drier, and we can be thankful for that. A lot of shelf clouds yesterday in advance of that batch of storms rolling in. And understand we had a lot of CLCs, these creepy-looking clouds. And we've had a lot of reports of tornadoes yesterday, but there were no tornadoes in the state. A lot of times people get the cloud formations confused, but that's a great time lapse of a shelf cloud coming into Birmingham. That's on the leading edge of a storm. This has nothing to do with a wall cloud, nothing to do with a tornado. It can be awfully windy with a shelf cloud, but pretty impressive time lapse there. But this is what people were seeing. You see that low-hanging cloud, that's just some scud. No tornado, no rotation. What a great shot last night at Regents Field. I love that. You got the shelf cloud and lightning off of the distance, obviously a rain delay there. And this was a really, really cool shot of lightning over the Anniston Country Club last night, and that was some lightning over Lawrence County. And after the storms, an amazing sunset for parts of West Alabama as the sun managed to break through back on that backside of the storms. Like you've talked about, Taylor, today, any really strong storms down across far south Alabama. We're going to be drier today, although there could be a pop-up storm this afternoon. And more good news, the Atlantic Basin is quiet. We're in hurricane season right now, but no tropical storm formation expected through the weekend. Taylor, back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, James. And I wanted to start with a look at the radar over the last couple hours because we did have some thunderstorms early this morning over southern Greene, southern Hale counties. And we've got a boundary sinking southward, which is going to bring that focus of heavy rain, thunder, any kind of stronger storm down to near the coast, like you just showed us. At this point, I'm tracking a few isolated showers. These are just small rain showers, no thunder with these. We've got a few of those just south of Rockford and Coosa County, and then a few more of those near Dadeville and Tallapoosa County. But other than that, we're mainly dry to get you started, so a very different start than this time yesterday. Here's that boundary. It's sinking southward. It's eventually going to kind of stall out near the coast, and that's where that shift for the focus of showers and storms is going to mainly be for today. Many folks in central Alabama aren't going to see any rain. If we do see a shower or storm, it's going to be a mainly quick shower or storm, and the better chance to see that would be across our southernmost communities. So we're kind of getting a chance to dry out today. Here's what we look like from our Children's of Alabama camera. Looking over downtown Birmingham, we have some low clouds, a little bit of patchy fog in some spots, especially where we saw those very high rainfall totals yesterday. And temperatures to get you started this morning are in the 60s and 70s. By the afternoon, we end up in the upper 80s and low 90s. So today is going to be a day with a partly cloudy sky. We're going to be drier than yesterday, but tomorrow, you see it here. We do bring back the chance of rain and thunder as that boundary lifts back northward. It's going to lift northward as a warm front. And we will see the possibility of rain or a strong storm or two, Winfield to Tuscaloosa to Centerville and southwestward. Those are where we could have some storms with some gusty winds or some hail. So yes, rain possible tomorrow. Coverage doesn't look anything like what we saw yesterday. Timing it out in the future view, we start dry and clear. Here's lunchtime. Models indicating that we will have a line of rain and thunder approaching from the west. That's going to move into our westernmost communities first by the early afternoon. And this is where we're monitoring for any kind of threat of a strong storm. As it heads eastward, it'll eventually weaken a bit. Here's 3 o'clock. Some scattered rain around, and we'll watch everything very carefully. The ground is pretty saturated, so any additional rainfall could cause some minor issues. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. But after that moves through, we are going to be mainly dry tomorrow evening. So it's going to be one quick round of rain, nothing like what we saw yesterday. And we are headed into a drier pattern. So for tomorrow, yes, we're likely going to see some thunderstorms at times. Not everybody sees one tomorrow. Saturday, same story, a typical summertime pattern with a few hit and miss showers and storms during mainly the afternoon and evening hours. Then next week, an upper ridge builds in. That means we're mainly dry, but man, we are hot. We've got temperatures reaching into the middle and upper 90s by midweek, and that could require some heat advisories.
The way you watch TV will soon change. Coming up this morning, the new system that combines on-air broadcast and the internet. Time is 6:20. Good morning, Alabama continues right after this.
Television broadcasters are calling it the most significant technology upgrade to date, and it is coming to Birmingham. So-called next-gen TV combines over-the-air broadcast with the internet. It offers ultra-high definition video quality, theater-like sound, mobile reception, and innovative features.
We've seen some demonstrations of this already. The sound quality is going to be enhanced. The picture quality will be enhanced. Down the road, there will be, via internet connectivity, there will be advanced opportunity for geo-targeting, special alerts, weather information, emergency broadcasts.
And you will not be charged for this. This is a free upgrade. Now, something you may have to do if you're getting your television signal over the air with an antenna, you'll need to rescan your TV set. You can do that on June 23rd when this rolls out. And you can find more details right now on abc3340.com. Next on Good Morning Alabama at 6:30, floodwaters are impacting several communities across our state. Now, some business owners are afraid they may have to close. Time right now is 6:24. You're watching Good Morning Alabama. Stick with us.
Good morning, Alabama. Time to get up and get going.
You're waking up with a team that's working for you.
Good morning, Alabama. It is coming up on 6:30 this Thursday morning. And before we get over to meteorologist Taylor SARALLO for a check of the forecast, we want to start right now with the communities across our state that are trying to recover from those Wednesday storms. In ETOWAH County, the Emergency Management Agency says that it received 70 reports of flooding in local neighborhoods. In Glencoe, water poured into apartments on Banks Street. Those on Stillman Avenue say flooded roads happen often there. They have complained to the city about slow drainage. The EMA director says that it is simply more water than that system can handle. Those high waters are also causing plumbing to back up.
Rainfall estimates average between 5.5 inches of rain to 6 inches of rain.
People who live in the neighborhood say recent floods have ruined their cars. Sometimes they're left to wait for hours at a neighbor's house before the water clears out. On 13th Avenue West in Inslee, this car had to be pulled out of floodwaters by a tow truck. Thankfully, no one was injured. VALLEYDALE Road in the Hoover area is back open after being closed during Wednesday morning's heavy rain. This video was taken near the Spain Park Sports Complex. Let's look at a timeline of what happened Wednesday as you were waking up. Strong summer storms in the morning downed trees across the Birmingham metro. These pictures were tweeted at ABC 30 through 40 Chief Meteorologist James Spann from Hoover and Homewood. Then Wednesday evening, another line moved across the state. This is video of those storms rolling into the Chelsea area of Shelby County. You can see intense lightning that came along with all of those storms and rain. The storms moved faster than the morning showers, but they did bring another line of heavy rain. This is video out of Gadsden. You can see sheets of rain just blowing there. Back in Jefferson County, the damage resulting in downed trees. This picture was tweeted out of Graysville. As parts of our area clean up after Wednesday's storm damage, we're helping you prepare for the day ahead. Meteorologist Taylor SARALLO joining us right now. And Taylor, thankfully, we are getting a break from all of those storms and rain.
We're getting a chance to dry out. So a very, very different picture this morning than what we were dealing with this time yesterday. We've got a boundary sinking southward across the state, which is going to shift that focus for heavy rain to our south, giving us a chance to dry out. At this point this morning, we're mainly dry across central Alabama. We've got just a couple isolated showers just south of Rockford and Coosa County, and then one right to the south of Dadeville. These are just showers, no thunderstorms, no really heavy rain with this. And much of the day is going to be dry for central Alabama. Any kind of chance to see rain or thunder is mainly going to be across the southern half of the state. Here's what we look like right now. This is from our Galleria Tower camera in Hoover. So it is a dry commute. It's a dry start. We do have some patchy fog, especially in some of the locations that saw the heaviest of rain. So keep that in mind as you're headed out the door. Temperatures are in the 60s and 70s. No surprises here. We will end up anywhere from the mid 80s to the low 90s. We are starting mostly cloudy, but the sky will become partly cloudy through the day. And that rain coverage, yes, it's moving southward. Unfortunately, that boundary will lift back northward tomorrow and bring back the chance for some showers and storms. Not looking at a complete washout like what we saw yesterday, but we could have a strong storm or two across our southwestern communities. A line from Winfield to Tuscaloosa to Centerville and southwestward. That's going to be the kind of area we're watching for any kind of storm that could produce some gusty winds or some hail. But there are drier days ahead. Much of next week looks to be dry, but also hot.